It's good. Yeah. Just got home and shit. What's up, Sam? Ronnie, BJ, what's goody? Whew. Man, I was knocked the fuck out. Excuse me. I don't even know what I want to watch right now. Shit. I know I'm gonna watch that Power episode tonight. Actually, let me think. I can watch a little bit. I can watch a funny show right now. Then Power. I can watch my movie tonight. Cause I got some coffee right now, so I might be up for another good 3 hours. The reason why I'm doing this fucking episode tonight is because I got Super Bowl plans tomorrow. I gotta go see my sister after I get off work. And I really don't want to do it. And it just be like I don't want to like rush into doing this shit, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow. God, I do want to spend some time with my sis. Simpson, I am watching the fourth season of the Wayans Brothers. That's a pretty funny season, man. A lot of classic episodes came. There's Jerry Springer episode. The episode when they got in a fire. The diner got in a fire. I mean, a lot of funny episodes that season. Personally, I'm not even gonna hold. That's like maybe my second favorite season of the Wayans Brothers. Cause my favorite season is like the third season. The third, the fourth. Maybe the first season, the fifth season, the second season. There's not really been like a generally bad season of that show compared to like other sitcoms of that era, like Moesha. Like the last two seasons was not hitting like I wanted to hit. Oh, you watching the Busta Rhymes episode? Oh, okay. I'm doing pretty good, Q. It's been a long day and stuff. It's like a better way to end off this night than talk about some hip hop. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. She ran calling wildfire. Independence Day. What was that episode about? If I'm not mistaken. Oh, when Marlon moves into his own. Yeah, that was a pretty solid one too. That was a pretty solid episode. Yeah, I love that party they had and shit like that. And then they had that weird nigga with the dreads. But to me, my favorite episode of that show, hands motherfucking down, has got to be maybe The episode where their fucking teacher dies and Marlon does that fucking melt. Man, I might watch. That's what I might watch. Wayans Brothers. By the way, I would rather watch Wayans Brothers on HBO Max than BT Plus. I know BT Plus likes to take off. It pretty much shows like the syndicated versions on BT Plus and shit. Which, yeah, I'm a stickler. I'm a stickler for shit like that. Yeah, Kodak Black got shot too, man. What the fuck? He got shot at a Justin Bieber after party. Like, who the fuck gets shot at a Justin Bieber after party? Fuck out of here. Let me stop. Let me stop. Okay, what the fuck is Euphoria? Somebody please tell me that shit. Everyone's talking about this Euphoria, this Euphoria, that. What the fuck is this Euphoria shit? What's up, hip hop rap HXP reviews? Understandable. Okay, Try is on his way. You know what? I might take it to the first season. Yeah, the first season does not get its just due because the first season has some very funny, raw ass comedy and shit like that. The second season, the Wayans Brothers was cool. Yeah, the second season, the Wayans Brothers was cool, but you can tell they were trying to like rearrange a few things, get an ensemble together. Which Naughty by Nature album, XP? Cause yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah, Lauryn Hill's Miseducation. What do y'all think about the Unplugged album? I'm just curious. What's up, Calvin? Yeah, I heard Cannabis got a new song with Dre. I think that's like an unreleased song from what I read and shit like that, but that's weird as fuck. Everyone's trying to jump onto the whole bandwagon, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot. When I watched the Wayans Brothers on streaming or on the DVD, they replaced the fucking Tribe Called Quest song with this Tribe Called Quest like kind of song and shit like that. So that's the only bad part about watching because I love listening to Electric Relaxation. Yeah, I'm on some real shit, money. I'm just really gonna watch. I'm really just gonna watch the Super Bowl just for the halftime show. I'm not even a fan of either teams. And like I said, I'm just going to go. Like you know me, I like to go to the parties and just get some food. Plus, I gotta work tomorrow too. I gotta work and do some deliveries tomorrow and shit too. So it's like I'm gonna be getting paid regardless and shit. You know what I'm saying? Little Man, I can watch Little Man on a decent day. Scary movie, I'm more into Scary Movie 1 than anything because I can't stand the other scary movies. Hey, bro.
Yo, what's good?
Nothing much. Got some Super Bowl plans tomorrow, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do that shit tonight.
Right. You watching the Super Bowl?
I mean, I'm gonna go see my sister. They're gonna have a Super Bowl party. I'm also gonna watch for the halftime show because I'm not even a fan of both teams like that. To be real with you,
Go Bengals. Bengals gonna bust their ass.
I'm trying to make some money tomorrow.
That's good. That's always good.
Yeah, trying to make some money. Then oh shit, I gotta handle some music shit tomorrow too and shit. So I won't be doing that. But
Okay.
yeah, Kodak Black got shot
That's what I heard.
at a Justin
Can't
Bieber party. What the
can't say
fuck?
that I care, but you know,
I'm even trying to figure out who gets shot at a Justin Bieber party. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Justin gangster now. You ain't know that? That white boy gangster now, yo. You a gangster.
Right, like nigga makes a whole album on Revolution. The next thing you
Yeah.
know, niggas shot at his parties and
Right?
shit.
He's like Eminem now. You know.
Okay, I'm not gonna go there. But
Yep. Facts, man.
so just to let you know,
Uh-huh.
I didn't exactly do what I originally planned to do tonight, but it's gonna happen regardless.
What was he planning on doing?
You know, with the picture I sent you on the
Oh
group.
yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. What's up with that?
I'm gonna text you though, but she is fine as fuck.
No, don't tell me you put her off to do this shit.
Oh no, because she was about to
Oh,
go to bed and
oh, okay. I'm about to say that this shit could wait.
yeah, she was about to go to bed anyway and shit. I'm gonna see her tomorrow anyway. Besides, she wanted to take it slow anyway too, so I'm like I can respect that.
Fuck that. Take it slow in a pandemic. I'm trying to get my nut off. Take it slow. Take it slow when you dead.
But I met her when I was driving in the highway and I got her
Uh,
number and shit.
it's
Like,
just like older women to say some shit like that. I want to take it slow now. After you done got your boy all horny and riled up. Fuck that.
like I said, it's a lot of personal shit. I'm not gonna talk about it on live
It
and shit.
it's Super Bowl weekend. Like it's time to get your nut off. Fuck all that take it slow bullshit. Fuck is wrong with her?
Yeah. You know me.
Yeah. Take it slow.
Nice and slow.
Yeah.
Nice.
You tell her you want nicer, so go to Usher Raymond. You know what I mean?
Y'all funny as hell tonight, yo. Oh Jesus.
That's good.
Speaking of the top 100 R&B albums and shit, so
Uh,
I'm thinking about doing that in the summertime, like maybe like early June.
okay. Black Music Month.
Yep.
That's what's up.
Cause I know we were gonna be done with this shit by April and
Yep.
shit too. So I cannot wait to see New Edition and
Yep.
shit.
Dope. Have fun with that, man. That's gonna be epic.
Hell
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I had a lot of fun while seeing them, so I know they're gonna kill it.
Yeah, and it's not like they're one of those groups that they haven't lost a step because their
Uh,
live performance is still dope. They just better pick the right songs and shit.
oh yeah,
And
they will definitely.
I want to hear any heartbreak. I don't just want
Yes.
to hear "Can You Stand the Rain" off the Heartbreak album. Give me
Uh,
any heartbreak. You're not my kind of girl. I like "Can You
yeah.
Stand the Rain." I'm low key starting to get a little tired of that track. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, that's their signature like song now.
Yeah, I mean
You know.
that Candy Girl
Yeah.
and shit like that. But
Candy
me,
Girl sound different now because of Ralph's voice, so he don't sound like the little kid anymore.
right?
So like the speed of it is like kind of like sped up now. But when I saw them, they only did Can You Stand the Rain and If It Isn't Love. I think they did Not My Kind of Girl, but they didn't do too much from the Heartbreak album.
And that's the thing because when I like to listen to artists, I like to listen. I know they're not gonna perform a lot of the album tracks. I know
Uh-huh.
that 'cause they want to pick the singles and shit. But come on, man. Hell, even Boys to Men at least.
Right. Yeah. I
Cause when it
mean,
comes to New Edition, my favorite albums are like the Heartbreak album, the second self-titled album,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
would
Kelly
even throw
listen.
in third album too. That one gets slept on and shit.
Yeah, some
But
joints
Charlie
too.
Wilson though, that nigga gonna
Mm.
bring it down.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like Jodeci too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Definitely.
shit. Yeah, I might have to
Hopefully
think.
it's all four. Hopefully it's all. I don't know the status of Devontae now, but
Yeah, cause well, I'll tell you what. It's gonna be a better concert than the other R&B fest I was originally going to go to, cause
right,
half them members aren't going to be there and shit like that,
right,
especially with 112 and stuff too.
right.
By the way,
Mm-hmm.
I do want to talk about TP2.com one day.
Okay, I have that.
Oh, you got the album?
Yeah.
Perfect, my nigga. My nigga. I I was jamming. I don't know. Lately, I've been jamming to Kells lately and shit. Ooh, ooh, Kells.
That's like the boogeyman. You can't say his
Right.
name.
Ooh.
He's Candyman now. You know what I mean? If
Yeah,
you
I
say his
forgot.
name 5 times, he might take your daughter. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot. We can't talk about Kells
Yeah.
and shit.
Can't talk about
Ooh.
Candyman. That's Candyman now. You know.
Have
Yeah,
you ever
he's
made
still a
love to
goat.
Keith Sweat? Um, I haven't made love to Keith Sweat, but I made out to a Keith Sweat song.
The beggar.
Keith Sweat over R. Kelly.
Hell no. Hell no. He he,
You
he
know
can't
what?
compete. He can't compete
I
with
can't
Kelly.
get mad about that. I can't honestly
Cannot
because
compete. When when when
Keith,
when Keith Sweat fell off, R. Kelly was still going
yeah, I mean that's true, but at the same time, at his peak, Keith was that dude at his peak though.
at his peak.
Like
Like
you can
like
put oh go ahead.
what album would you say Keith Sweat started to fall off? Was it after 96 or 97, 98?
Well, I heard bits and pieces of the 2000s albums.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them was okay, but some of them weren't really hitting. I would say like
Yeah,
98, 90
98.
after the LSG era. Let's just say that.
Okay. So like after first LSG album.
Yeah, let's say that
Right.
because I still have to listen to a lot of those later Key Sweat albums.
Oh, they was bad. They
They
were
were bad.
bad.
I
Yeah.
know, man.
So like
But
okay, so 98, okay, LSG was what, 98?
seven, but they
97?
was still tough. Yeah,
97.
they was,
So okay, but he had the album, he dropped the album in 98 though, right?
yeah. Hmm.
Okay, so that I like that album. That was slept on. So after 98, so 98 and we talking about what? Last week we were talking about the art album. He was still going with that album, and then 2000s come, he dropped TP2, and then Chocolate Factory and all that. So he was still going even when Keith had fell off.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I felt like Kells fell off. I don't know, because the Double Up album, the TP3 and Double Up were not that good, but then he came back with the Love Letter album.
Right. I like some songs on Double Up, but it wasn't a. It was too many features on there.
Way too many hip
Yeah,
hop,
yeah,
too many
too
hip
many
hop on the
features.
album.
Right.
And don't even get me started with the Untitled album from 2009 and shit. Don't even get me started
Right.
on that one. But like Love Letter,
Hmm.
Thank Me Later, hell, even Black Panties and shit like that was pretty
That was
solid
dope.
for me.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah,
one.
because Black Panties, he kind of took it back to the 12 play days and shit.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Sam said our album is my favorite R. Kelly. I can't
Love
get mad
that.
at that
Definitely.
shit. I forgot how good that was and shit. Well, some of the songs on the second disc I could have done without. Let's just be real. But we also have TLC's 3D album we got to talk about. Unfortunately,
Oh boy, I didn't like that one.
yeah, but you know, like I said, we
Yes.
finished LL Cool J.
Yes. Right. Oh God.
We
Thank
finally
God.
finished
Thank God.
LL. So the
Man,
next double
that
review,
was hard. That was a chore to do.
yeah, the next double review is gonna be the John A review.
That'll be dope. That'll be
Yeah,
dope.
I might squeeze that in this month and shit.
Right.
Yeah, because I was looking at myself like, you know what, Sean, we can just skip this if you want to, but then
I'm like,
I
let's do
was,
it. We just complete all the discography. So
yeah, even if
you
you
know what I
like,
mean?
even if you don't have to say go in depth and shit like that, you know.
Right. Right.
All right, I'm gonna spend about 5 minutes and shit. Yeah. Speaking of episodes, the beef episode,
Hmm.
unfortunately, the Jay Z song, certain Jay Z songs had a little copyright to them, so I'm trying to get that bit shit organized and stuff like that.
Hmm. We just did that. We just talked about the last two shitty LL albums. So that's coming next week.
That
You
should have
know.
already. I think I already released that. If I'm
Oh,
not
you
mistaken.
released it? I didn't see it.
I think. Hold on.
Knee boy was good. You said what you thought about the Pusha T Diet Coke track?
I mean, that was dope.
Yeah.
I was about to say trash from there. I was still thinking about LL. But yeah, that I love the video too.
Yeah.
When they paid homage to the Flavor in the Year remix video.
Right. You planning to watch more Wayne's Brothers episodes? That's what's up.
Shit, I'm watching that. They got me watching that shit right now. Shit, I remember back in college years ago and shit. That was always on MTV2 and shit like that.
Hmm.
See some hot box in the bathroom watching that show.
I got Cincinnati tomorrow. Joe Burrows is winning it. I just like his cockiness and that whole team is bananas. Like I'm picking Bengals.
Oh damn, the LL Cool J episode. What the fuck? I could have sworn I released that, but yeah, I'm gonna release that right now. Give me a second.
Hey, see, you getting a trash review right now, hip hop. A double
Yeah.
trash review.
Do I have to say there's one song I did not like? I did like was Hello and production, but either than that, I don't think it was. See, I'm tired of that Hello track on some real shit.
I love it. I love the Hello track, but that second disc was trash.
I heard some of Snoop's new album. That shit, believe it or not, I actually did like that.
I didn't hear it. I heard Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa. They new project. I like that.
Juicy and
S-
Wizard? Of
Yeah, yeah. Stone is what's it called?
course.
Stone is something.
Of
But I
course.
think you would like it. You a stoner, so you would like it. You know.
I mean, there's a nigga Stone and Nora Stoner and shit. I don't mean I automatically like it. It's still an
You like?
art form.
I mean, it's 3 6 Mafia production, and Wiz Khalifa's on it. You know.
Yeah, but here's the thing. When it comes to 3 6 Mafio's production, I'm more of a fan of like the mid to late 90s up into maybe the mid
Stoner's
2000s.
Night. That's what it's called. Stoner's Night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
Especially
got
when I'm not the biggest Wiz fan like that, besides
mhm,
mixtape Wiz.
right. No, I like Wiz on this type of production, like on Juicy J production. He sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Got
You
you.
know. And they got the single um uh why do I get so high and you know he sampled the Bone Thugs part from If I Could Teach the World.
Oh wow.
When they say why do I why you know when they singing why do I stay high, that part, and L Varner is singing that part on the chorus.
The refill shit?
Yes, she's on the chorus singing that part, the
I
Bone
haven't
Thugs
heard her
part.
since refill. I'm just like, did anyone
Yeah.
give her a refill yet at this point? Damn.
It's funny. Yeah, I heard she's coming out with some new music.
Okay.
Yeah, but it sounds dope though. I like Wiz with Juicy J because Juicy J knows what to give him.
Got you. What are your thoughts on Dr. Dre's new song called Gospel? We already talked about the GTA song. That was pretty straight.
We need a Khalees full discography review. I don't think you like Khalees, right? You like her?
I mean, I thought he meant Kells. To be real
Oh, you
with you,
said
but
Khalees.
Khalees. That would be an interesting. I don't. It's not like I dislike Khalees. It's just that her music is not really a go-to music for me. Like,
Right.
but I have more respect for her these days than
Okay.
earlier. I'll give you that. Which means I have to sit through some Neptune's productions and shit. Okay. I'm gonna check something downstairs and we're about to start.
Right. I like her first three albums.
Here comes the judge.
Summer Walker. I don't listen to Summer Walker. DJ Quick. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a DJ Quick discography at some point.
That's coming soon.
Better
That
album with.
go ahead.
Yeah. Now go ahead.
I said that might be one of the next ones, but I'm not gonna reveal it yet.
Better album with guest appearances, The Chronic or No Way Out.
Chronic.
I can't stand Puffy, so I'm going with The Chronic. I don't like him. I would normally I would say No Way Out, but I really don't care for that dude no more.
All right, I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing this lovely Super Bowl day? This is your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Trial with me.
What up?
Yes, sir. All right, it's gonna be part five of this top 150 rap albums and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? This is gonna be before the top 100 kicks in. You know what I'm saying? Definitely love this list. I believe it's been 5 weeks already. Like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jesus Christ, like
We got 10 more weeks left.
10 more weeks left. Yeah,
Shit.
10 more weeks left, man. 10 more weeks.
Wow.
Shit. Oh wow.
By the time we finish, we'll be wearing shorts.
By the, by the time we fucking finish this shit, man, we'll be getting next presidential candidate for 2020, 2020. What is it? 2024? Yeah.
BJ, what's good?
B, what's up, man? All right. Okay, I just pulled out my list.
Okay.
So I guess we should start now. I guess you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't need to make no fucking speech. I guess you know, but
Okay.
fuck it. All right. So number 110. This is gonna be an album a lot of people love. An album that a lot of artists made a version of this album before, from Metallica to Prince. But if you ask anybody, this might be the most iconic Black album. It's Jay-Z, the Black Album, released in
Classic.
2003. Um, yeah, man, I got the vinyl for this. I really wanted to get like an all black vinyl and shit, because that's what I
Mm,
thought I was gonna fucking get.
right.
But the motherfucker I bought this from, he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna put this. I'm just gonna show you this album anyway." But anyway, yeah, this is a fucking dope album. A lot of people kind of say this like excuse me,
His
his
last
third.
his last classic. His
I
last
was gonna
classic.
You think that's his last classic? Okay.
Yes. But American Gangster was good. I don't think it's a classic though.
Respect. I call it an arguable classic to me, but
Okay.
yeah. But let's talk about the songs.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. There are some songs I like from this album. Then there's some songs I dislike from this album.
Mhm.
Dirt off your soldier's shoulder. December 4th. Justify my thug. My first song.
I don't know how you do not like that.
I could have done without those songs. Everything else was just fire. But it's just like when it comes originally this was supposed to have been produced by Primo
Mm.
originally.
Right.
A whole fucking album. I think Primo was running late as usual. And Jay just pretty much came out with this one. He worked with producers like a lot of producers he worked with like he didn't work with in the past, like Ninth Wonder, which I kind of consider this album to be his really breakthrough. Especially that song "Threat." Love that song.
Yep.
Um, Rick Rubin with the legendary "99 Problems," which he pretty much borrowed a line from the Ice-T song from the Home Invasion album and shit like that too.
Right.
Public service announcement interlude with Just Blaze, which that sample has been used on the Word Life album. Point of Views, and so it was an intro to that.
Mhm.
So,
Black Moon used it too.
yep,
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, for the Total Eclipse album, yes,
Yes. The Stay Real joint.
yeah. Which there was some controversy with that joint, if I'm not
Uh.
mistaken, because there was about who I think Black Moon used the sample first
Mhm.
and stuff like that. And I think when Jay Z used it, I think somebody got mad from the boot camp clique and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was a story I read online. I don't know if it's true or
Yeah.
not.
Yeah. I read that too. That it happened.
Okay, yeah, man. Hell, change clothes. I was just bumping change clothes, man.
Love that joint.
That might be one of my favorite Neptune beats and shit. I'm
Oh, you
not
like the
even thinking.
Neptunes now? Oh, you like them now?
Well, pretty much. I like certain beats from them, but that change. I thought that was just Pharrell by himself, but I like change clothes. Like
Right.
is but my favorite track. What more can I
Fire.
say? That should have started off the whole fucking album, in my opinion. That should have started off the whole fucking album. I don't know what he was doing the whole December 4th and shit. Like Sean Carter was born on December 4th. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what more can I say with this blazing banger? I mean, come on, man. But BJ said, how is this so low on this list? Well, I'm not gonna lie, BJ. I kind of prefer other Jay Z albums. I kind of think this album kind of gets a bit overhyped at times.
Mhm.
Cause there was like when it comes to like a final album, because mind you, this was supposed to be his like final album.
Right.
You would think this nigga would be going out in all blazes, guns fire, like going out with a bang, like Boogie Down Production, Sex and Violence. That was a nice transition from the
Mhm.
BDP to the solo KRS One.
Right.
EPMD's Business Never Personal, the last album on Def Jam, or technically that was supposed to be the last album in general.
Right.
Um, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? With the Black Album, I got it a little bit, but it was just like certain songs I wish they could have just done without.
Right.
Cough, cough, dirt off your soldier. Because I just felt like some of the beats was just kind of dead, in my opinion. But it's a classic. I kind of prefer Volume 1 in my lifetime over this one.
That was great.
Hell, I don't get me mad. I kind of would prefer the Dynasty over this one. But
See, like,
Black Album,
no,
go ahead.
I was saying, any album that made the list, they're classics to me.
Yeah,
So some albums are gonna be lower than others, but they easily could have been high. Like I had Volume One like a couple weeks ago, but that could have been easily in the top 50. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
not every album is going to make the top 20,
That
and
is true.
the ones that are gonna be in the top 20 are to me better than a lot of these other ones that are low on the list. So like I like an album like Infamous. I'm not putting Infamous in the hundreds. That's gonna be top 10. That's just me. You know what I'm
Spoiler
saying?
alert,
An,
that's
an
only in
album
my
like,
top.
Ready to Die, Illmatic, like those got to be higher. When we was doing this list, and it's gonna happen for the R&B list, there's albums that should be right where they are in the top 10, top 20. They're not gonna be in the
Right.
hundreds for me. So when you look at each week, you could compare what we have from like 150 to like number one, and you can see the difference.
Yeah, man. And like I said, it's not like I dislike, cause I love the Black Album and shit like that. But when it comes to like other, yeah, S Carter was Volume 3 BJ.
Yeah,
When it comes to like other J albums, I would put like Volume 2,
yeah.
probably, yeah, probably Volume 2 ish. Cause I used to be the biggest Volume 2 hater and shit
I
like that. I
love
used to
that.
be the biggest
I love that album.
shit. But yeah, that's the Black Album. Very very dope album. Already causing some yay, causing some heat
I
and
love it. I
shit.
love it. I
I
love it.
love
I
it. I
love it.
love it. Yeah, man. Shit. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Mm.
110. I got an underrated album that we talked about. I think I believe we did a review for this. Um, it's one of the most underrated and dope ass albums, debut solo albums from this guy, from a group, and the concept was great. The production, he has many features. Sticky Fingers, Black Trash,
Woo!
a underrated masterpiece. The concept was just fucking dope. He should have had a movie for this album, and just the features with X1, rest in peace to X1, and having Dave Hollister, like we talked about Dave Hollister this past week. Dave Hollister was on this album. Eminem was on this
Yes.
album. Or What If I Was Right? He had the first single, Get It Up. Oh My God, Why? Just so many dope ass songs on here. The production from DJ Scratch was phenomenal. If you haven't listened to this album, you have to listen to this album. It is one of the best rap debut solo albums ever, and this is fucking phenomenal. We did do a review for this, right?
Of course. Yeah.
This was
This is
on your
back
channel or my channel? This was your channel, right?
my channel. This is back when I
Okay,
was in Durham. We did this review.
right. I forgot because I wasn't sure we did. I know we talked about it, but yes, Sticky
I
Fingers
rem-
2001, Black Trash, the autobiography of Kirk Jones.
yeah. I remember because my roommate made a huge ass noise. I think in that review and shit like that too. So yeah, I
Right.
remember that shit.
Okay.
All right. Now I'm gonna stay on the Rockefeller. This is going to be an album from one of the greatest rapper producers of all time. I mean,
Mm.
y'all should know. If I said rapper producer, y'all should know who I'm talking about at this fucking point.
Which one
Kanye
is it?
West, Late Registration,
Nice.
109.
Nice.
My favorite Kanye West album, in my opinion. And shit, yes, I love this better than College Dropout, y'all. I love it better than that.
Oh my god.
Um, this is actually the first album from Kanye I heard
Really?
and stuff. Yeah,
So this was your introduction to Kanye.
Touch the Sky, heard him
Nice.
say, well, technically Jesus Walks, but I
Right.
wasn't, I didn't know who he was. Heard him say, when I heard him say
I
Touch the
love that.
Sky, I was just like, okay, I love this shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Um, you have to be a bold ass motherfucker to really drop a iconic album 1 year after another legendary album and stuff like that too. So
Hmm.
yeah, man. This was known for songs such as Heard Him Say, Gold Digger with Jimmy Fox, aka Ray Charles. Let me stop. Crack Music with the Game, fucking Diamonds from Sierra Leone,
Right.
We Major with Nas and Rito. I like the fucking remix too with the Jay-Z and stuff like that too. So
Yes.
that was pretty hot. Yeah, it was just like this whole album was just so fucking sonically wise, it was way better than the College Dropout. I like College Dropout, but it did have some filler to me, in my opinion.
You think
So
so?
hell yeah,
What filler tracks that you thought was not good?
the new workout plan, the joint with the never Let Me Down joint with Jay-Z.
Mm.
Fucking the one with Most Def and I think Freeway
Two
or shit like that.
2 words. You didn't like 2 words?
Nah,
Wow, I
I
love
didn't
that
like the
joint.
one with Ludacris like that. I mean, shit like that. I mean, but like I said, it's a good album. I wouldn't
Mm.
recall a 5 mic classic like a lot of these motherfuckers. A 4 mic classic, 4.5 I can do, but I'm not a 5 mic college dropout nigga.
Okay.
But that does not mean it's a bad album regardless and shit like that. That's not, I want to put that out there. It's just not among my favorites. It gets all the influence,
Uh huh.
but he was not the originator of the whole chipmunk soul shit.
I love 2 words. What? Most Def and Freeway, they killed that joint.
Yeah, I mean they did, but like I said, the beat, I just didn't really care for that beat and shit. I'm gonna be
Okay,
real.
I feel you.
Yeah, but late registration to me, this was Kanye West's coming out party.
All right, cool. 109, Long Island, a group from Long Island who, to me, their first album was better than their second one, and I know Reg will disagree on this, but I think their first album was a classic, and they had one of the most iconic rap artists from this group, LONS, A Future Without a Past. I know you and you know me.
You know
I
me,
know you and
oh
you know
you
me.
and
It's
you
the
know
sob
me.
story. Fire. A classic.
Yes.
Sob
Oh my
story.
god. Oh my god.
Yes. Case of the PTA.
Yes.
Sound of the Zekas International Zone Coaster. Too much on my mind. Just too much on my mind. Charlie
Check
Brown
out
killed that joint.
The Yo MTV Raps performance of International Zone Coaster.
Yes. I love that.
One of the top three favorite performances and shit like that.
Love it. Love
I
it.
love
Even
how
even
I
the
love
album
how
cover, like, it's just so different, yo.
for real.
It's just crazy.
Shit, imagine waking up to a position like that and shit. Like
Right? Look at this shit.
it's a
And
seventh
this
day.
is
My name
like
is shit.
they don't even got Milo on the album cover. Like, he was like later on. He came in later on,
Exactly.
but this is a phenomenal album. I remember when I had the cassette for this, and I played that tape like crazy. Underrated album. Shout out to
Whoa.
LONS.
Hold on. Wait
Classic.
a minute. Nebo, you said the second album was trash, nigga.
I don't
What?
like the second album. I agree with Knee-Boy. I don't like the second album.
Whoa.
I
Y'all
don't like it.
tripping.
I did
Y'all
not like that.
tripping. Y'all tripping.
I thought the production was
Y'all
was weaker
tripping.
on that second album.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hey,
Guys.
hey, we could do an
Guys.
LONS breakdown for both albums.
Well, we can do it like a double review. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
cause I always loved the first album more than the
Classic
second one.
material. What's next, bro?
What's next was dope. I don't like the other shit on there though.
Y'all crazy. That shit was the best album. Y'all
Was
crazy.
was it you that said? I remember. Was it you that said that it had like a West Coast feel to it or some shit?
No, I said what I meant. I said it had like a death row syndrome compared to the first album, but it
Mm.
was still Leaders of the New School. I felt like that album was the introduction to Busta Rhymes' style, the
And you don't
signature
think you
Busta
don't think
Rhymes.
you did that on the first one?
He did, but with the first one, it was more in tunes of the native tongues of the Tribe Called Quest,
Mm.
the Black Sheeps. I felt like the Time album was the Leaders of the New School in their own element and shit like that. But that's my personal opinion. Y'all can take it or leave it, but I just
The
gotta say that. You know what I'm
the
saying?
best thing about that album was that Milo was featured in the songs now instead of the first one.
Hmm.
He was
Okay.
more featured. You know, just like how I felt like about Black Sheep second album, where Mr. Long was featured more on nonfiction compared to the first one.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I like about the second Black Sheep album. Same goes for Busta Rhymes for LONS second album.
And, and it's crazy. Yeah, I hear you on that. But I'm just surprised because I know a lot of hip hop heads love the second album and shit too.
I never bought it because I don't like it.
Shoot. Cause I love the first album. The first album was dope. I love
Uh,
it. I have no complaints. But I love that hard, grimy,
mm,
jazzy beats and shit like that. Hell, the classic material remix with
mm,
the Diamond D remix and shit.
mm.
Oh my god. Let me go to the next clip, y'all. Ooh, ooh man, y'all better
Oh
have
man,
me.
oh
Y'all
man.
better have me like cursing right now and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to shit. I'm already looking up right now and shit.
Oh
Fucking
god.
number 108. We're gonna speaking of DITC. Um, I know a lot of people might put this like in the top 100 and stuff like that, which I don't mind that. This is a very good album. Vulgar, profane, lyrical. Lamont Coleman's debut album, aka the one, the only
Wow.
Big L.
Wow.
Lifestyles of the Poor and Dangerous.
That's really
Le-
low.
well, okay. Let me break it down. Let me break it down. I know a lot of people call this album. A lot of fans call it a classic now, but at the time and shit, like when I heard this album, I liked it,
Uh,
but I'm not. I wasn't going to put it like because '95 was a good year in hip hop. I'm not.
it
Let's
was
be real. It was a
definitely
very good year in hip hop and shit. It was a lot of shit you could pick from.
right.
But if, this was like a top 20 hip hop album for like '95 and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Um, excuse me, shit, damn. Okay, but yo, this one was a very dope album. It's a very dope classic and stuff like that too. Singles I was known for was MVP, which that one was dope, and even the Summer Smooth mix
Yes.
with Miss Jones and shit like that, which using the same sample for the One More Chance remix, if I'm not mistaken. The
That was
Graveyard.
the original. The original joint used it.
Oh yeah. You're right. Because yeah, the original joint used that. Then
Yeah.
Puffy heard the sample. Yeah, we are okay.
Yeah.
The Graveyard. Love that fucking track. Lord Finesse,
Yes.
Microphone Nut, Jay Z, the late great Party Artie, and Granddaddy IU and stuff. Fed up
Hmm.
with the bullshit. Danger Zone, Street Struck. I mean, this was just a very dope album, like Braggadocio. You know, originally I think Nas was supposed to have been in on this album, but I don't know
Really?
what happened. I heard rumors that Nas. No, it was the word life. Nas said
Well,
that
no.
he was intimidated. He was intimidated by Big L lyrically and
I
shit like
cannot
that. You know.
believe that. I do not believe that. I do not believe that.
Ronnie said Biggie appeared on the
He
MVP music
he was
video.
intimidated by Big L, but you wasn't intimidated to go after Biggie. I don't understand that.
Well, I, I mean, don't get me wrong. Biggie was dope too, but Big L lyrically, man, Big L was just
Who's BJ?
fucking
BJ, you hear this? Who's better, Biggie or Big L? Who was better?
lyrically.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Big L was in another stratosphere. That's what I'm trying to say. But Biggie was just so flavorful with his lyrics and
So
shit. You
so we
know,
we overrating Big L like we do with Black Thought now.
I'm not overrated, but you never heard me say Big L is overrated. I'm just saying he's on a different stratosphere and stuff
Where
like that.
where you putting Black Thought? I hear people say that about Black Thought.
In terms of lyricists,
Yeah. Is he on another planet with Big L? Or they sharing the same planet?
well, see, with Black Thought, he's more of the poetic lyricism and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He I love Black Thought, but he never really amazed me like a Nas or a Big L and shit like that. But at the same time, I respect him for his craft.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Um, if there was one lyricist that I would say amazed me and shit like that at that time, that I felt like motherfuckers, don't give it. It's just you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I would say probably Mike Geronimo
Dope
and
lyricist.
shit. Yeah. But I'm not saying he's not Big L level, but I feel like he should get respect too. But yeah,
Yes. He slept on also.
yeah.
Definitely.
But yeah, that's all I have to say about Big L. Just rest in peace.
Alright. 108. Underrated lyricist and producer from La Coca Nostra, 2010. This is Muggs and Ill Bill. Kill
Uh,
Devil Hills, a classic fucking album. And I love
well,
the stuff that Muggs is doing with, Rock Marcy and with Rome Streets and Riggs, all the new cats he's working with. This is one of the underrated projects in my opinion from him. Ill Bill is one of the dopest lyricists, like coming from, y'all know the group he came from, what I'm saying, Nonfiction and La Coca Nostra, that whole, those two crews, legendary boom bap underground hip hop. and I love this fucking album. And he had joints with Sean Price was on this joint, Sick Jackin', Everlast. You know who else was on here? Chase Infinite. You know the Giant Stadium joint, Cult Assassin. You know Amputated Saint with Be Real. He had some joints for me, man. Like this was like dope ass boom bap hip hop. Muggs is one of the best producers ever, and I had to include one of these Muggs projects on here. Classic album. Overrated, underrated. I mean underrated. If you haven't heard this album, check it out. We did a review on this. I want to say it was out last year or year before last on my channel. Search for it on Daddy Rant Podcast. Underrated classic. Salute to Ill Bill and DJ Muggs.
Definitely, definitely. Now I'm gonna take it down south. I'm gonna take it to get the dirty south with one of the greatest entrepreneurs in history of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? This album came out in the same year as No Way Out, and I kind of feel like it did what No Way Out did for its label. It's the one, the only Master Motherfucking P with the Ghetto D.
Oh wow. You got that's the vinyl?
That's the vinyl.
Nice.
Still sealed up too and shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a 2017 reissue, by the way. Um, yeah, surprisingly, y'all should know I wasn't even the biggest No Limit fan. I'm really just like probably like the last 3 years, I really started appreciating them
Right.
a lot more and stuff like that. And this was one of those albums I did hear growing up, and I did like and shit like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because in my opinion, his best album was the Ice Cream Man. That's my opinion and shit. I'm
Right.
more for, like it's from '94 to '98, but I'm more of a fan of the Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me,
Right.
Ice Cream Man. This one was good too. Don't get me wrong. Um, yeah, songs like Make 'Em Say,
That was
ah,
big up here. That was big up
yeah.
here. Yep.
I remember that video. It's like that,
Yeah. Yep.
that.
With the shiny tanks and shit.
Yes, man, they killed
Crazy.
that. Fucking the Ghetto D track, the title track, which
Yep.
used the same sample as Eric B and Rakim. Eric B is president.
Uh huh.
Um, I love the song "Trying to Do Something." Gangsters need love. Going through some things. I mean, this whole fucking album is just a fucking masterpiece and shit. You know what I'm saying? Originally, the covers was supposed to have like some motherfucker like getting high off crack, like
Right.
crack addicts like, on a curb and stuff like that. But it
Mm-hmm.
was replaced by this like collage style cover with like all of the other album covers. Because if you look closely, you'll see like the cover of the Girls Trying to Kill Me, the
Right.
girl from the Girls Trying to Kill Me album and stuff like that too. So yeah, man, this is definitely going to be an upcoming review very soon and shit like that too. I know you are you a No Limit fan or not?
I like the Snoop Dogg stuff and C Murder, but I haven't. I didn't care for Master P and everybody else on there.
Oh man, so you like the first Snoop album over this
I
one?
love the three Snoop albums on No Limit.
Shit, I'll take
Actually,
those except for the boss, the first one, the game or whatever. But yeah,
okay.
I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
All
That's
right.
the Matt P.
107. We up to 107. 107. This is a compilation album of various artists, and I think this is one of the best compilation albums ever. When it had some huge singles, and mainly one of the singles we talked about for this other artist album. We're talking about Violator Records, Volume One. Rest in peace to
Oh,
Chris Lighty. Rest in peace to Chris Lighty. Vibrant Thing, a huge hit single, probably the biggest single off of this album. And you got joints with the Flip Mode Squad, including the Rock Marcy uh, uh, version of Flip Mode Squad. You had Mob Deep on here, Crew, CRU. You had Fat Joe Pun and 8 Ball, Nori and his crew, Thugged Out Entertainment. So many features on here. Lil Wayne was on this project, Cormega. Just a phenomenal compilation. classic. This is to me. I love this one more than the second one. The second one I have also. It was good, but I think this is the classic one. Like every joint on here was huge. And yeah, rest in peace, Chris Lighty, man. Like he was a genius, and just so many artists that he had under the Violator umbrella. Like Missy and 50 Cent, and Q-Tip and Fat Joe is crazy. So classic.
Definitely. That Violator, that fucking Violator, album was very instrumental and shit like that. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Hey yo, Mike's movies. If you're watching this, I sent you something on Instagram and shit. Speaking of Black Thought, because I feel like
Yes.
Black Thought is like the MC of the hour
I
now and
I
shit.
definitely agree with what Nee Boy said. Like, he ain't got no classic solo albums.
Who Black Thought?
Yes, I definitely agree with. I've been
I
saying
agree.
that.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, the Roots. Do you want more?
Good
First
album.
of all, for all of my Black Thought fans, this is Black Thought at his rawest form. Let's just be real. Let's just be real about that. Because let me say the roots that I like when they were very the poetic, jazzy, fucking roots, like from the organics
Right.
to maybe phrenology. That's
Yeah.
my favorite era of the roots and stuff like that. Not saying
Mm.
I have nothing as a 2004 to maybe 2010 output, but 93 to 90 to 2002 was them at their prime. And this might be one of my favorite albums from them because I was very into poetry and jazz, and this is
Mm.
like a very spoken word kind of album, stuff like that. And one thing I liked about this album, these early Roots albums, how they started off with like 18,
Yes.
told like a whole. I wish
Yes, I
they
love
would
that.
do that fucking shit with those recent albums and shit, but
Right.
I think they stopped doing that. I think they're in the Tipping Point album, if I'm not mistaken. But
I don't have that one.
shit, I need that one though.
Yeah, that one was good. That one was good.
Yeah. But yeah, back to Do You Want More? This is a very dope album. Their first major label debut, if you ask me. I love Silent Treatment. Love that
Yes,
fucking
love that
track.
joint. And the remix was
Yeah.
fire.
Oh,
That
please.
remix was crazy.
Please don't shit. But I don't like Black Thought though. Okay.
No, I love Black Thought.
Proceed. No, I'm talking about myself. I'm talking about myself. Because niggas talk about I don't like Black Thought and shit, but Lazy Afternoon, that scat. Oh my
Yes,
god, mellow,
fire.
mellow, my man. Like
Yes.
this whole fucking album is a fucking vibe and shit.
Oh
Like
yeah, for sure.
shit, man. It's not my favorite Roots album. I'm gonna save that when we get to the top 100. But
Right.
and I think you guys already know what I'm gonna talk about. But
Hmm.
this, even the album cover, the whole fucking blue shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Rest in peace, Malik B. By the way,
Yes.
that
But
scat.
now,
Oh,
this Styles song that was Nori and Styles would come through. That was on Violator Part Two, not Part One. Number 106, we got a collective, a rap collective that was had some of the best illest MCs. One of them was a Hall of Famer, and I think their first album was great and highly underrated. And talking about 1999 Terror Squad, the album, a
interesting.
phenomenal fucking album. This is like the one some of the greatest Latino MCs ever in history, with Fat Joe and Big Pun, Cuban Link, Triple Sace, Armageddon. You know what I'm saying? Prospect. Later on they included Tony Sunshine and Remy Martin, but I love this OG lineup, and a lot of the tracks in for life and past the Glock. Fat Joe solo track produced by Alchemist, Bring It On. As the world turns, they got the Jay Z diss, Rude Boy Salute with Buju Banton. Classic album, classic boom bap, definitely underrated. Rest in peace to Big Pun.
Yeah. Not even gonna lie. At first, I wasn't even a big Terror Squad fan. I didn't care for the album, but that shit's official.
Oh yeah, this is
I
way
saw.
better than the second one.
Yeah, that second was trash. I saw the vinyl. They trying to sell the vinyl for 25. I'm not trying to spend 25 on the vinyl though.
Right?
It's
Yeah, it
shit
is out of
though.
print.
Yeah. All right. This artist is pretty much put out one of the best albums in '96, in my opinion. We always make a punchline off the second album and stuff like that too. I think we already know who we're going to talk about. The legendary Miss Il Nana herself, Foxy
Oh my god.
Brown.
Oh, I love that. I thought that was China doll. I'm about to say. Oh no.
You thought I was really going to put China Doll
I
on the
thought I was.
list?
I thought you was going to put China doll there. I was like, oh wow. How did that
Shit,
make you?
nah. Well, damn, this whole album cover is sexy as fuck.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, she was over 18 on this one, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, just
I
just
think I
making
think she
sure.
was she was messing around with Allen Iverson around that time.
Got you. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Just making sure, y'all. Just making sure. All right. No, no. Okay. This was a very dope album and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? A very classic album. It's not her best album to me was Broken Silence, but on a
Yeah,
hip hop standpoint, this one was amazing. It's known for songs like "Get Me Home" with Blackstreet,
yes.
Teddy Riley's group, because that
Mm-hmm.
was what they were known with at the time and shit.
Hey.
I'll be, I'll be, fucking Il Na Na, the title track with Method, man, love that joint right there. Foxy's Bells, which paid homage to LL's Rock the Bells and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because I hate when motherfuckers. If it was, I hate when motherfuckers like to separate the female rap albums and shit like that. Because they always want to say, "Oh, top female rap album," but
Right.
you never hear this album get talked because it's always hardcore,
Yeah.
which I love hardcore. Don't
Mm-hmm.
get me wrong, but lyrically, the shit's all over hardcore lyrically.
I
But
agree.
spoiler alert, hardcore is in this episode too. Just let y'all know.
I agree.
I'm gonna say my thoughts on that one.
Boy said if it was China doll, he would have shut Red Channel down.
Ain't nobody gonna shut me down for shit, nigga. You get it? Ain't nobody shutting me down for shit, nigga. Like, out of all the reviews I've done on
Yeah.
this channel, like
Oh god.
all the reviews I've done, you gonna shut me down for that shit, nigga? Shit,
That was
shit.
the rumor that she was dating Allen Iverson in like 96, 95, 96.
I don't know. I was supposed to mess with everybody at that time and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. You 105. We got a Queens rap group who I don't know. I think this could be debatable on which is their true classic. I'm not really sure. It's one of my favorites, and I think it's an underrated album from them that doesn't get mentioned at all. And the production was great. 1990, Salt and Pepper, Black's Magic. Love this album.
Yes.
I just don't.
Oh
This
wow.
doesn't get mentioned at all. I always say about Very Necessary and Salt with Deli
Yeah.
Pepper, even their first one. But this album here, this is the album that
That's
had Let's
that's the
Talk
best
About
album.
Sex. Yes, Let's Talk About Sex was on here. They had Expression. Do You Want Me? That was a hit single. I love the title track, Black's Magic, Doper Than Dope. Pepper blacked out on that track. That was fire. This was definitely one of their best. And I never hear nobody mention this album. And it's always been a classic. I had this also on cassette back in the day, and it's always been one of my favorites. And yeah, Salt and Pepper. I think they got multiple classics, and this to me is one of their classics, and definitely a underrated album right here.
Yeah, I feel like they had three classic albums to me.
Yes, I agree.
That that one very necessary, and the first one.
Yep.
Yeah,
See, I
Salt
like
with
the
the
Salt with a Deli Pepper though.
that one was okay, but you can
Oh,
tell they were trying to go a little commercial with that. They had this
they
one
went
song.
commercial with this.
Well, okay, you're right because they were technically a commercial group. But I meant like
Right,
this they were trying to really go for that. The success of Push It, they would like shake that thing.
right, right.
Um,
True.
they had like a lot more. It was a lot more polished compared to the first one, but
Right.
they had that one song called "I Am Down."
Yes, that was
I think
fire.
that was supposed to have been on that album, but it wasn't on the album. They performed that on Soul Train.
Right.
That shit slapped, in my
Oh
opinion. That
yeah.
might be my favorite song they've ever done.
Right.
Um, See, that might be a good breakdown we should do.
Salt and Pepper. Yeah,
Yeah, because I
for
need
sure.
I need like the other albums and stuff. I only got Black's Magic.
Hmm.
I
I almost got very necessary, but for some odd reason
That
I
one
skipped.
I have those two.
Yeah, yeah, I bought that one for you too.
Yeah,
Cause
yes, the
yeah,
appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
no problem. Yeah, yeah, I need to get the first hot, cool, and vicious. That's the one I need to get though.
Yes,
That's my shit. But I like how you have female rappers on this one.
yes. I they have to because the females got classics too. Got to include
Yeah,
them.
yeah. All right. We're gonna go back to the West Coast. You mentioned this producer earlier today, and this was the first time we heard this producer.
Yeah.
It's the one, the only Cypress motherfucking goddamn Hill with the
Yes,
self-titled album. Um,
definitely.
to me, my second favorite album they've ever done.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how I can just kill a man. Give me
Mm,
something you can't. I love that song. Love
crazy.
that beat and shit like that. Especially with them fucking synths and the like
Yeah.
that Latin flavor.
Facts.
Pigs, the funky
Yes.
feel one, light another. I mean, the funky Cypress Hill shit. This whole fucking album is a fucking masterpiece in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So timeless. I like this a bit better than Black Sunday, to be real too.
See,
So
I love all three. The first three to me are phenomenal.
yeah.
You know. All right. Where we at? Okay, number 104. Now, these two artists have been causing controversy today. I heard about this shit with
Kodak
the
Black.
online. No, not them. The other two artists that was going back and forth online today, and you know,
Who?
it,
Who?
one of them is an acquired taste to a lot of people. The other one we all know and love, but he is kind of crazy sometimes. But I think this project from them was great, and they had some big features on here, and I loved it. And I'm talking about Kid See Ghost, Kid Cudi, and Kanye West. Definitely enjoy
Wow.
this album. I think it's
I
it's a
feel
it's a
free.
I think yes, I think it's a great album. And you had Pusha T on the first joint on Feel Love, and Mos Def was on the title track. You got Ty Dolla's sign was on a joint. Andre 3000 he wrote a joint on here. I think it's a phenomenal project. Like I said, Kid Cudi is an acquired taste. I don't like all his albums. I like some of his shit. I think his fan base is delusional at times, and they swear everything he come out with is classic, and it's not. But this project with Kanye West was definitely a solid project. I know they got beef now because Kanye's like putting them on blast on social media and saying he's not
I
fucking
haven't
with
heard
him no
about
more.
this.
Yeah, like he's like because Kid Cudi is friends with Pete Davidson and he don't fuck with him. So yeah, so they're not talking anymore. I heard like there was like a tweet about so I guess they're not there's not gonna be a Kid See Ghost Part 2. So they're not talking again because they wasn't talking before. And in the Kid Cudi documentary, they talked about that. Like it wasn't talking before, and then when Kid Cudi went through rehab, that's when they linked up and they did this project. So I guess they're on the outs again. But I thought the album was dope, and yeah, it's definitely a if you like Kid Cudi, then you'll like the project with Kanye West.
Wow. See, out of all the albums, that was the most shocking. I was like, wow.
I'm going to have newer artists, which I included already, and as well as the old school, it's going to be a combination of all decades, new and old artists. Because I do fuck with some of the new school artists, but I don't like everybody though. It's just going to be certain ones that I fuck with. And Kid
Yeah,
Cudi,
cause
like I said, like I like something like Man on the Moon was great. I don't know if that's going to be on the list. It might not. Part two was good. I like In the Cud. I like the album he did with Dr. Genius, but a lot of his other shit, like Speed and Bullet to Heaven, was trash. Don't like that album. Man on the Moon 3, I thought was overrated. I don't care for that either. He got some shit in his discography, but he has some albums that I do fuck with though.
yeah, man. Yeah, to me, like I'm more for early Kid Cudi nigga. Like I like his first two albums, but everything after '09, I was not a fan of.
Right.
But besides Kid See Ghost, cause Kid See Ghost, that was good too and shit. I thought you were gonna put Kodak Black for a minute and
No,
shit.
not Kodak Black. No, 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 no.
I'm joking with you.
Yeah, I would shut down the fucking channel if that was the case. You know.
Girl, I'm done with you. Stick a move in there now. Skirt, 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 skirt. Let me stop. Let me stop. All right.
Oh
So I
my
mentioned
lord.
this album earlier. This might be the most iconic female album cover of all time. Lil Kim's Hardcore.
Yes,
Man, she was so beautiful back in this time,
she
man.
was
Shit.
definitely
Like when she was a black woman and shit. You know what I'm saying?
right. Not a cat.
Yeah, man. Shit. At least some cats are sexy, but shit.
Not her.
If you know what I mean by cat,
Right.
anyway.
Right.
Anyway. Okay. All right. So this album came out in 1996. This is a fucking classic album, in my opinion. Her only good album. Well, a lot of people talk about Big Mafia, Bella, La Bella Mafia, which I'm not gonna lie, I might make that a review next month because I have to hear that album
Yeah, that
myself.
was good. That was good.
Don't tell me that already, because you can get my hopes up.
That better than Notorious K.I.M.
Shit.
Definitely.
But yeah, there's two things about this album though. The original version of Big Mama. What you laughing at?
So look, I'm laughing at what Boy said. You look like a transgender cat.
Damn. What's good, Mike?
Oh
The
shit.
original version of Big Mama thing, because there's two
Mm.
tracks I actually don't.
You don't
I'm not
like?
gonna say I dislike, but I
Oh,
wish the alternate versions were Big Mama thing, because the original version dissed Faith Evans and Tupac, but
wow, I
with
didn't know she had beef with Pac. Oh yeah, that's right. Cause it hit him
you
up.
should
I
know.
forgot. I forgot. Yeah.
Lil Kim going.
Right. Oh man.
And then I'm not gonna lie, Tupac fans may hate me, but she actually got at Pac on a couple lines on
Right.
that one. But she ripped Faith Evans on that track too.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
they replaced that with the version with Jay-Z,
Yeah.
which is all right.
I like that one.
But then of course Crush on You, which the original version was supposed to have been on this album, but I
Mm.
recently found this out. The reason why it was just Lil C's was because her and Biggie had a fight, and she
Oh
was
shit.
so fucking depressed that she went MIA for days, and she did that a lot during the
Right.
recording of this album. So it was near the time for the album to be completion. So Lil C's, they wanted Lil C's to do another verse, and that's why he did that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, man. But other than that, everything else on this album is classic. Spend a
Yes.
little dough. Come on.
Definitely.
Drugs. Queen Bitch.
Hmm.
Fucking the original version of Not Tonight with
Hmm.
shocking Jermaine Dupri. One of Jermaine Dupri's best fucking
Man,
beats
I
is
don't
on
even
this
care about that.
fucking.
I like the remix, the ladies' night remix with Left
Yeah,
Eye and
that was cute. That was cute, but the original version was more X-rated.
you
I
like
kind
that
of
one.
prefer that. And it's
Okay.
surprising Jermaine Dupri did that. Wow. Surprisingly, he did
Y'all,
that fucking
y'all better
beat.
stop with this disrespect with JD, man. I don't know. I don't know why
You should
people
have
feel
saved
like
that.
Puffy could beat him.
Well, I never said Puffy could beat him and
No.
shit. I just felt like Jermaine Dupri he's not only one of my favorites and shit like that, but because that beat kind of sound like something that I would hear on Chris Cross's last album and shit.
Not tonight.
Yeah, the original version.
Really?
Yeah,
You can hear that?
yeah.
I don't think Chris Cross would do it any justice though.
I'm not saying they would do it any justice. I'm just saying
You can hear that
he
on it.
probably did it around them sessions. Yeah,
Right.
maybe if they added like maybe the Brat
Mm-hmm.
or some shit like, or maybe Escape.
Right.
Oh, definitely Escape with the
Escape. Yeah.
off the
Yeah.
hook sessions. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? There was another song I like. Fuck You.
Mm-hmm.
Woo. Yeah, man. Like this whole fucking album was Lil Kim at her best. Like
Mm-hmm.
I said, the Not Tonight, Ladies Nightmare. I like that one. Don't get me wrong, but I just felt like that was just like they're trying to soften up Kim's image and shit. I like
Right.
the X-rated Kim, the sucking on a lollipop, her legs pussy wide open and shit like that. That's the little Kim I fucking like.
Mm-hmm.
That's the little Kim I fucking like and shit.
Right.
Yeah, man. And this was like one of the first reviews I've done too, so y'all can check this shit out too.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Top 5 hip hop album covers ever.
Yes. All right. 103, Jersey Group. Loved this album. One of the best anthems is on this album. 1993, Naughty by Nature. 1993. We did
Whew.
a album review last year on my channel. Go check it out. It was
Oh,
great. Hip Hop Hooray. Come on. That is top 5 hip hop anthems ever. It's on where they're going at Sir Mix-a-Lot. Classic. Hot
ripped inside ass
Potato.
part.
Right. Hot Potato with Freddie Fox. AKA Bumpy Knuckles. That was a fire joint. Written on Your Kitten. I love the remix, but the original joint is okay. Ready for Them with Heavy D. Rest in peace to Heavy D. Great track. This whole album was phenomenal. One of my favorites. And they're another group that have more than one classic. Poverty's Paradise was great. I love this one, and I love the self-titled one from '91. Classic album.
Yeah, man. That might be my favorite Naughty album now and shit. I'm not even gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
man. This is great.
Yeah, man. Tretch was at his best in that album. All
Definitely.
right. Speaking of 1993, this might be one of my favorite albums that came out from that year. But to me, this is their most underrated album. I'm not even gonna hold y'all.
Hmm.
It's De La Soul's Balloon Mind State.
Yes, love that.
Yeah, love that. Give me
Classic
one
album.
second.
Yeah. Nah, I don't like icons. We actually did a Naughty by Nature discography breakdown like I want to say like 3-4 years ago, and we talked about icons and Anthem Inc. and those last two were like the worst ones, but they first three were like the best ones in the discography.
Sorry about that. Got a little
It's
parent
all
on for
good.
a minute. But
It's all good.
all right. Balloon Mind State. This came out in 1993. One of my favorite albums they've ever done. This is probably my third favorite album they've done, and shit like that. This was the beginning of the time when they were very satirical with like a lot of the hip hop at that time,
Yeah.
and they were making fun of rappers who were crossing over and shit too. And it's kind of crazy too because I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This album was somewhat you can really call some people will call this album like somewhat of a crossover success. Well,
Really? That was
no,
Stakes is High. Stakes is High was a crossover.
I take that back. Yeah. Well, I'm not even gonna hold you because 3 Feet Higher Rising, that was like the biggest.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
felt like they get less commercial each album after 3 Feet High.
Right.
But the Break of Dawn track, that's what I meant to say.
I love that.
That was like a big hit for them at that time too. Break
Yeah.
of Dawn.
Fire.
Great. The best uses of that Michael Jackson sample and
Facts.
shit like that too. There was a remix too of that track that I fucked with.
Yeah. Yep.
What else? They had some other like Long Island Wildin'. I love that one.
Fire.
My favorite one, I Am I Be, the vocal version,
Yep.
because the saxophone version was I Be Blowing and shit. And
Mm.
of course, Patty Duke, with
Patty
the late
Duke.
great
Guru.
Guru.
Yes.
Yes. And you also had the great Maceo Parker on this album
Mm.
too. And for
Hmm.
all of my fans of funk music, y'all should know who Maceo Parker is.
Yep.
The saxophonist to James Brown. He worked with other cats like Parliament and Funkadelic,
Right.
Prince and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. And I felt like he was the key ingredient to why this album worked because like with Balloon Mind State, they were really getting into soul music
Yeah.
and shit like that because the other first two albums they had a more abstractual assortment of samples that they used to pick ranging from rock to jazz, but with this one it kind of like introduced them to like a second chapter of their sound.
Right.
And it's ironic because this was the last album that Prince Paul did for the group
Hmm.
and shit like that. I think he came back during the grind date if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Even the album cover, like I like how they even included Paul on the album cover.
Yes.
Because he was, let's be real, Paul was
Mm-hmm.
the fourth member of De La.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put
Yep.
that shit out there. I don't give a fuck.
Facts.
And I like how they broke out with Paul. They didn't have no ill will against Prince Paul and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Comparison to other motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like cough cough. How L.A. Posse fell off with Def Jam. After they did the LL Cool J Bad album and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that
Right.
and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Because DJ Pooh was originally, he said that Russell Simmons was fucking around with the money and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Y'all know how that shit goes. But yeah, this album is a very dope album. Love this album. To me, their most underrated album to date.
Yes. Definitely.
Oh, one more thing. The
Uh-huh.
song Ego Tripping. Love this song. That was a lot. It kind of started the whole beef between Pac and Naughty by Nature.
Right.
But they said that they were actually going after Biggie on the video too and shit like that too. So
Mm-hmm.
just to let y'all know.
Wow. Yes. Dope album. What up, Mike? Was good.
Shit, love
All
talking
right.
about this shit.
102. We got from the West Coast. One of my favorite albums. We talked about this man's discography. 2000 Snoop Dogg Glass Meal classic
Ooh,
album. No Limit. I think the three albums on No Limit was his best shit. After Doggy Style, I love those three albums. This is definitely a classic. And you got joints like Hennessy and Buddha and Break Fluid and Lay Low. Love that joint. Love that posse joint with the East Siders and Master P and Butch Cassidy on that joint. You know what I'm saying? And Wrong Idea. Stacey Adams, one of my favorites. Classic Snoop Dogg album. And I love the illustration on the album cover. Five mics.
yeah, man. Second favorite Snoop album and shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to that nigga Mark Nash, by the way. Just going live on the boxing with you. I just got that notification.
All right.
All right. And my last one. Now, this is going to be the album that is going to break the top 100. All right. All right. Y'all ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
It's the West Coast group. One of my all time favorite West Coast artists of all time. It is Compton's Most Wanted with Straight Checking Them,
Nice.
which came out in 1991. Man, I don't know which one I love more, Music to Drive By or this one and stuff like that. Because I felt like this one was the really beginning of the same way how I think about Busta Rhymes with everyone's least favorite leader of the new school album at the time. This
Right.
is how I feel about MC8 with the Straight Checking Them album. I feel like it was the emergence of him. And it kind of came at a price though, because at this time, the chill was he was sentenced to prison
Right.
and stuff like that too. And he only appeared on one song, which was of course Growing Up in the Hood. And then also around this time too, and by the time they got the next album, DJ motherfucker, I think DJ Slip, he actually got sentenced to prison too, if I'm not
Wow.
mistaken, too, and shit. So Music Drive By was technically, if you want to be technical, an unofficial solo MCA album
Right.
because he was still carrying the name. But back, let's talk. Well, I'm gonna say my
Mm-hmm.
discussion on that one. But this was a fucking dirty West Coast album, gangster rap
Right.
at its time. Because 91 was a dope year. That was a year with the Niggas for Life, the Death Certificate, the
Mm-hmm.
OG original gangster,
Yep.
the Dub C and the Mad Circle, and a damn thing changed, which I need my hands on those fucking albums and shit, though. I gotta talk to Hoovy and shit on that one. But yeah, this I love songs like fucking Can I Kill It, man. One of the greatest sex tracks of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Love the way they flipped that Ozzy Brothers sample. Of course, the song I Don't Dance. It had the original the first Death Wish, which y'all should know about the Death series and stuff like that. Him going after DJ Quick and stuff like that too. So this was a very, very dope album. I would highly recommend you guys copying this album and shit too. So
Right. That's dope. We at 101.
yeah,
And this is it. So now, after this is gonna be all. It's gonna be serious after this, man. You know what I mean?
yeah, creme de la creme is
101.
coming.
Huh?
The creme de la creme is coming
Yep,
up next week.
yep. 101, a super group. I think their first album was the best one. They had the second one was okay, but this is definitely the best one. 2003 G Unit, Beg for Mercy, a
Ooh,
classic, a
nigga.
classic. Stunt 101, Eye
Oh
for an
shit.
Eye. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. My buddy. You know
My
what I mean?
buddy. My buddy.
Like G'd up. Like every track on here was fire, man. Like 50 was in the pocket on this album, and Banks and Yayo and Young Buck. Classic, classic fucking album, man. Like I love it. Way better than the second one, Terminate on Sight.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I damn, this was a fun episode.
Yep,
A lot of surprising albums I did not expect and shit.
yep.
It's 2:04. I'm gonna stay on for maybe another 10 minutes, cause 10, 15 minutes. Cause I still gotta watch this Tommy show.
Um, Somebody said
Yeah,
something.
quick as a name. I forgot to mention that one too. 91 was a dope year for gangster rap, man. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yep,
That even the South, don't forget the South, what the South was doing with like the Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped. If
yep.
you wanna, because people wanna say that's horrorcore, but I kind of say hardcore gangster rap. You know, I don't give a fuck. The terrorist album and shit.
Are we gonna review My Name Is My Name or Darkest Before Dawn before the new joint?
You talking
Pusha
about
T?
Pusha T?
Yeah.
I mean, I have no plans to talk about Pusha T at the moment, but I would talk about the new joint if it strikes my interest and shit.
It's gonna be
Like give
dope
my,
because Pusha, he don't disappoint. So
I mean, yeah, I know he don't disappoint. Don't get me wrong. But we say that now and shit like that. I don't want to jinx that shit, you know, because there's
right,
a lot of artists. I say that don't disappoint me. Then recently they kind of did disappoint me and shit, you know.
right. Well,
I'm
normally he
not.
wouldn't disappoint. So,
Yeah. Now, if it's an artist like maybe like Sade or
hmm,
maybe like Tyler or somebody like that, I would say okay,
right.
okay, I can see what you're saying and shit.
I gotta pick up to show you, Reg.
Oh, you got to pick up. Yay!
Yes.
I can't wait for this one. I feel like it's gonna be like some rare shit. Better lyricist, eight or face.
Shout out to my homie Emeka from Nigeria, but he lives in Tennessee right now, and he's a collector like us, and he picks up like the rare '80s rap albums. I know BJ gonna like this. Dougie Fresh,
Ooh.
the world's greatest entertainer, classic
Cause
album,
we're in to
classic
get
album,
fresh food. Yes.
classic album. This came out Memorial Day weekend, Reg. Back in what was it? '88. It came out.
Yeah.
'88, May 31st, '88. It came out. This is my first ever Dougie Fresh album. I never bought a Dougie Fresh album ever. So thank you, Emeka. Shout out to you out there in Tennessee.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's actually my only Dougie Fresh album I have in my collection too.
yes.
So
I have another vinyl coming next week, so I'll show that off too.
yeah, I got about a few more albums coming too. So yeah, I'm gonna be on my other shit, man. Will you review Industry Shakedown by Bumpy Knuckles? I mean,
Somebody
I
they've
want to
been
get
asking for that. I think Sam been asking for that
yeah,
for a minute.
yeah, I want to get that album though before I talk
Yeah.
about it because
Yes.
like I said, I have over 700 albums. Like I'm just gonna be real with y'all.
It's
I have
crazy.
over 700 albums, CDs, vinyls, cassettes.
Crazy.
There's albums I've said I was going to talk about 2014. I still have not gotten into yet. Like, and I see it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see it, and I tell y'all if y'all help me donate, maybe I can get these albums quicker and shit like
Right.
that.
Right.
But you know what? Some shit might change. What 2022? I'm gonna be kind of mean, and I'm not coming at you, Sam, because you know Sam was one of my day ones and shit. But
Right.
2022, I'm gonna be kind of mean and shit like that. You know, fuck. I mean, we already talked about Jazzo and shit like that,
Right.
man. I mean,
Oh God, Lord, Jazz. Oh,
all right. Good night, Q. Wait, Q, you always saying good night, that you be coming back on and shit. So I don't even believe when you say good night, yo. Like,
oh my Lord.
Why am I watching another Bad Creations Jealous Girl video and shit?
Better. That's your song.
'Cause it just popped up. Like it just popped up and shit.
Better chemistry with Puffy, Big, or Mace? Biggie.
Big.
Definitely Mace. Here's one good album. No, definitely Biggie.
Well, if you throw in a No Way Out, I mean, throwing No Way Out and shit, I mean, then
And
the
that is the only
remixes.
reason. That is the only reason why that album is a classic because of the features. That's it.
I was just bumping No Way Out earlier.
Yep,
One song I fucking that's going on me was I Got the Power track by Locks.
that was dope.
I even like the Puffy solo track. What you gonna do? Believe it or not.
That was dope.
Mostly for the beat. For that beat.
Yeah, that was dope.
That beat was way too good for Puff. I hate to say it was way too.
Mm,
I'm expecting Puff to have them '80s pop sample, but all I heard was do do do. But one thing
mm-hmm,
I hate listening to that track when I'm driving
mm.
because that part where the sirens come, I be so fucking paranoid sometimes. I'll be like, hell no,
Oh
because
man.
the way that they mix that shit, it be sounding like, oh shit, there was somebody,
Yeah,
there's a
there's
cop
somebody
behind
there.
me. So
Yeah,
yeah, that part with the siren, I'm like, okay, hell no, hell no. DITC or Children of the Corn or
DITC.
DITC.
Yeah,
Now, if you would have said Cash Money Click or Children of the Corn, that might be a different story.
right.
Oh, by the way, speaking of that, this whole beef episode, I have to fucking look at this because youth is tripping on shit. Fucking hate YouTube, man.
And bugging.
Right, because they want me to take a certain clip out, and I'm not really trying to take that clip out and
Right.
stuff like that because that's probably why
Why?
I have to put the
Cause of the music or what?
yeah, cause it's a BET clip. You know how fucking BET and shit, but they let the MTV clip flip in and shit. Okay, all right. I see how it is, bitch. Okay. Uh, but yeah, speaking of also, I was planning on doing the first and probably only live beef episode where we talk about the top 12 diss tracks in hip hop history.
Yes, my list is ready. My list is
Yes,
done.
say that list, say that list,
Okay.
because I think about doing that on I said Thursday because
Yeah.
I still got to work on the Easy Mobile list
Okay.
because I'm trying to do that in March.
Yes. Lord Finesse or Diamond D.
Diamond
Mm.
D.
I'm going with Finesse. Better spitter.
Yeah, Finesse is the better spitter, but Diamond's the better
Yeah.
producer. Shout out to Celebrity Underrated for that dope Tina Marie video yesterday.
A legend.
Y'all can hear that in the background. Y'all know what I'm under too. Try's favorite group.
Who's that? Atlantic Star?
Yeah,
Oh God.
the fucking Sharon era.
Uh, I like
Back
that one.
when I mean, we all have our opinions. I guess. I mean,
Mm.
shit. You know what? We should have talked about the Radiant album instead.
The what? The Radiant album?
Yeah,
I mean,
the one.
it's up to you.
I'll probably save that. Cause I was just like all the name of love. It just had a more Valentine's Day feel. I guess I don't know.
Right.
Besides, ain't nobody else talking about Atlantic Star and shit. So y'all should be
Right.
grateful and shit.
have, have you have you heard the Yes You May remix with Big L?
Oh, of
I haven't
course.
heard that one.
You haven't heard it?
I don't know if I heard that one.
Oh shit.
I gotta see. I saw so many remixes. I don't know.
Um, Loki Sam. The Yes You May remix was dope, but I kind of prefer the Percy P version and shit. I'm not even gonna
Right.
hold you. That's a motherfucker. No one gets just the Percy motherfucking P.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
We need to talk about his only album though.
Yeah, for sure.
He's a fucking underground legend.
He is.
Who had the best verse? On grand finale, I'm gonna have to go with motherfucking Cube on that one, Ronnie.
Yeah, Cube,
That was the last verse he did too.
definitely.
Now let me ask you this, Ronnie. What's the best NWA posse cut? Grand finale or the one from fucking Above the Law, Living Like Hustlers? Final song. I think it's called Final Song or some shit. Sam said Party Artie or Percy P. Oh, Party Artie, my nigga.
Party Yachty, yeah, for sure. Rest in peace.
One of the greatest voices in hip hop history.
Hmm.
I just love that New York fucking that grimy ass shit. Like touchdown offensive, MCs must back. Oh man, I love that shit.
Hmm. I used to
Imagine
love
him
watching
and
his. I used to love watching his battles on Smack DVD and all that.
Mhm. Imagine him and Lord Have Mercy doing the song together and shit.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
And battled he battled a lot of like cipher cats. You know,
Ronnie said DOC before, after the accident, or before. But if you're talking about songwriting wise, then maybe after the accident, because we probably wouldn't have Chronic or Doggy Style the way it is if it wasn't for him.
right?
Hell, actually, and it's I gotta talk about this because this whole
Mm.
Snoop Dogg Death Row thing has been kind of irking me.
Right,
I'm really gonna support this if Snoop actually gave the publishing rights and allow the masses back to the Death Row artists like DOC,
right.
Lady
Joel.
of Rage,
Mm-hmm.
Jewel, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, I like don't just say you have Death Row just to have Death Row.
Right.
Like support the artists that actually laid the foundation and shit, especially motherfucking DOC.
Sign them back. Sign Danny Boy and Joel's back to the label and Dog Pound. Dog Pound dropping Dog Food too. Sign them to Death Row, so
Oh
they can
God,
release it.
are you serious?
Yeah, it's gonna be a double album. They put in the original album with the sequel. I seen Daz made a post about that. Like, there's gonna be a double album.
Why not just put out unreleased tracks from the
Yeah,
dog food
from
session,
Dog
like
Food.
like what they did with the Infamous and stuff like that?
They
Cause
probably don't own it. They probably don't own those songs. I don't even know if Daz have those songs.
and that's the thing I'm talking about right there,
Mm.
you know? Because can you imagine if they would have dropped that on the new Death
Yeah.
Row album?
Uh.
But I don't want to see all these TikTokers, these trendy motherfuckers, and shit like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Just if you bringing back the whole label, sign some of the OG cats and go out and sign new talent.
Yeah,
You know, I would
especially
if I was him, I would be going after Kendrick. I'd be going after Freddie Gibbs. I'd be going after Dom Kennedy, Mozzie, Glasses
I
Malone. I'd be going after a lot of those the new West Coast cats.
I doubt Kendrick because I feel like because Kendrick, I feel like he's gonna have his own label one day
Yeah, but
after.
he loved Tupac, right? That was his idol. So
Yeah,
you
just
wouldn't
because you
want to be
love
on the same
Tupac.
label as Tupac?
See, it's see. I feel like with him being on Top Dog and Aftermath, he learned so much of the game. I don't feel like he wants to be on another label. I feel like he wants to actually maybe he might do like a maybe have a distribution or management deal, but I don't know if he
Mm.
wants to be in another label. I have a feeling he's gonna have his own label.
Do it for one album. Sign him to a one album deal with Death Row. You know what I'm saying? I'd be going after like you know what I'm saying because don't just buy the label and say oh well I own Death Row but you're not doing nothing with the label. If that's the case,
That's exactly
it could stay with Ray J.
he's doing in Def he's doing this thing in Def Jam and Death Row.
Right. I don't know what the hell he's doing at Def Jam. I really don't understand that.
I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah,
Soon's becoming the next.
he's dropping the double album. It's gonna be they're re-releasing Dog Food with Dog Food 2. So
Yo, I want to get that Lil Kim single "Time to Shine." I need to get that shit.
yeah,
If I would get that, then my Lil Kim collection would be complete. I don't give a fuck.
right.
I know BJ was talking about he trying to get more 45s and shit. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I just
Yeah.
started collecting 45s and singles more and shit.
Hmm. I have a couple.
Yeah,
Who has the most vicious punchlines? Big L, Chino XL, or Sean Price? Wow,
Big L and Lloyd.
that would be a good battle, man. All three of them.
Um, keep on going. I don't know why I just feel so fucking creative right now, yo. Feel so fucking creative right now. I don't know what it is.
Is it the weed?
No, no, it was before I
Uh,
hit this shit. Cause it was
oh,
after I came back from old girl's place. I don't know.
right,
I'm trying to plan out this how I'm gonna drop this single and shit.
right.
I'm over here doing reggae and shit. You know.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ah shit. By the way, I was want to say something. Did you end up listening to the Weeknd's album yet?
Yes, I heard it.
What you think?
It got some bangers. I still prefer After Hours right now over Dawn, but Dawn got some joints. And he don't disappoint. So I didn't expect it to be whack. You know, he got some joints on there.
You heard
You
Kanye
like
might is gonna. You said what?
you like it?
I have to finish listening to it.
Yeah,
I heard some of it, but some like I heard like 4 tracks, and it's like all the beats sounded the same.
right.
But you heard Kanye is gonna pull himself out of Coachella because Billie
Yeah,
Eilish dissed Travis Scott.
I heard about that. It's
Damn.
crazy.
Well, Billie Eilish said was kind of funny though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just like not
She
Kanye versus Billie Eilish. Oh my
right?
god.
Oh god, she ain't Taylor
Like nigga,
Swift. She is not Taylor Swift,
right, right. I'm just like Kanye, just take your meds, man.
right?
Just take your meds, man. Like
Taylor
I mean,
Swift was
I
more.
get that. Okay.
I think Taylor Swift was more passive, but Billie Eilish is not Taylor Swift. She had no problem speaking her mind.
Right. DPG Killer or What Would You Do? Oh, Dog Pound Killer, man. That diss track slaps.
What would you do? That's my joint.
I love the video too on DPG Killer when they kidnapped all the Death Row members.
Yeah.
Dog Catcher's gonna get y'all. Easily I approach the microphone because I ain't no joke. Nigga tell corrupt. That's I was like,
Mm.
this motherf you know that verse was originally supposed to have been for Easy E and shit
Wow.
too, but
Wow.
y'all know what happened. Yeah. But to me the best ruthless diss track was Cocaine's Don't Fight the Funk.
Right.
This nigga exposed Dre and shit. I was like, God damn.
Yep.
Y'all talk about Death Row versus Bad Boy, man. Death Row versus Ruthless was more ruthless, no pun intended. Remember, you ever saw that fight in the golf course and shit like that?
Yes, I did see that. That was the one with Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Motherf-
saw that.
Motherfucker, Nate Dogg was like, basically, them were Easy E boys. they sold like 5 copies.
Yep.
Yo, when Nate Dogg talked shit, man, it was hilarious. The Method Man hyping that motherfucking shit up. I love this game. Shit. We over here just trying to do some music.
Yep.
Nate Dogg remind me of one of them niggas that be starting to fight, but then he be trying to like de-escalate it and shit. Wasn't shit just popped off?
Crazy.
Yo, but when Nate Dogg chased the motherfucker with the golf course,
Man.
Nigga was like this little. Mind you, that was a Montel Jordan video that they fought at. Mind
Yeah.
you,
Yep.
that's crazy. Wow.
Something for the honeys.
We went from that to the baby fighting in fucking bowling alleys.
God.
We should do a list like top 10 rapper fights.
Right? Oh man.
Top 10 fights between rappers. Like, remember that one fight when Capone fought that nigga in the tunnel and shit?
Yep. That was crazy.
What else? When what else? I think when fucking Autumn Source Awards fights when fucking Onyx shot them guns out.
Right? That was crazy.
Shit. What else? What else? When that motherfucker almost, I think that motherfucker tried to stab Dr. Dre in the Vibe Awards and shit.
Right.
The fucking Quincy Jones said, "You're killing my rap, man." But yeah, I'm about to actually end off this shit. I'm actually about to end off this video right now and shit like that because I do gotta get some. I gotta pick up my friend up in the morning anyway. I forgot about that. Oh fuck it. Better album cover. What the album or Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. The fact that was really blood he was rocking and shit like that. That's crazy, man.
Right.
But yeah, so we gotta have a few announcements and shit. So Tuesday, special time at 9 o'clock, we are gonna have probably a review that we should have done a while back ago. I'll be sure it's in effect mode.
Nice.
Yeah, light skinned motherfucker and shit. Fucking Ashley's gonna join us for that one and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then I'm gonna save the one for Wednesday. I'm gonna save that for Tuesday and shit. Cause y'all gonna lose y'all fucking shit. But Thursday we're gonna do the whole top 12 diss tracks and hip hop history and shit like that. Yeah. It's gonna be a heavy. It's gonna be a free debate. That's gonna be probably the only live Why the Beef episode and shit like that.
Right.
And then next Sunday, of course, we're gonna have the next part of the whole fucking top 100.
So that's
And
going from 100 to what?
91.
91. Okay.
And that same episode, I'm gonna talk about the rappers that influenced me and shit like that too, since that's gonna be a special treat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sam said when Nutcracker took a shit in the studio. Yeah, who took a shit in the studio?
Right.
Oh shit.
Lord.
There was another classic fight was when fucking 50 Cent and Bang'em fought.
Bang Smurf. Yeah.
Yeah. When they were throwing chairs and 50 caught that fucking chair.
I remember that joint. That was crazy.
Yo, that's like one of the illest fights I've ever seen. That nigga caught that shit in perfect timing and shit. I was like, oh, this is all right, but yo, appreciate this try.
No doubt.
Yo, appreciate this as usual. All right, I'm about to get some sleep and shit.
Right.
So I hope y'all have a good night. Peace.
Yeah. Peace.
Oh shit.